Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Traversatile, and today we'll be calculating my expenses and income from July and compare it to what we had originally budgeted. After that, we'll set our budget for August. Let's get into the video. Let's get into my budget notebook. I tell you what, it's too hot to exist right now. I know it's hard to tell from my upload schedule, but there's been a shorter time between me filming the last video and this one, but I'm sure depending on when I upload, you won't be able to tell because it'll still be so far behind reviewing for August. But let's do this now. There were, again, a lot of transactions for the month, not to the point where I needed 2 pages like June, but I didn't have enough room on this page, so I just extended it over here. So this is not income, only this portion is. This is leftover expenses. Yeah, it was a lot on repeat days. I noticed I would have multiple transactions on the same day. But anyway, I have everything framed out. I didn't fill in anything. Let's do that now. Y'all can vibe with the music in the meantime. So here is everything from July. As it turns out, we ate out a lot. I didn't realize we were going to be stopping at restaurants so often. For the past week or two, we've been in the habit of going out to eat for our lunch break. And then also, since we haven't been getting groceries nearly as much, actually, surprisingly, I didn't realize we only spent $430 on groceries. At first, I was afraid I calculated wrong, but turns out that's correct. We just simply haven't been going to the grocery store as often. But that also means we didn't have stuff for dinner stocked up, so we would also end up going out to eat for dinner many times too, or ordering delivery. So we ordered a lot for dining out this month. Oh my goodness. But it made sense, and yeah, at least it was balanced out by not getting as many groceries. It would have been worse if we had a lot of groceries and ate out a lot. But let's see. For funds, I I need to get a new system. I confused myself over it. Even though I had budgeted this amount to put into the envelopes, I think it's smarter and less confusing for myself to write down what I spent from the envelopes. So for the future months, I'm gonna do that. But that's why it's like such a significant difference than what I had budgeted. I didn't actually like spend less than I budgeted. It just was, I didn't spend as much as I wanted to put in, essentially. But so that system doesn't work. I have to fix that. But let's see. I only got gas once, and I only filled up half the tank, actually. I thought I was going to spend more this month, but no. Normal loans, normal miscellaneous amount, less on groceries. I am actually mad. There was an instance where we were in Walmart and the guy behind us didn't put the barrier for his stuff. So the cashier started to scan his stuff at the end of ours, and she didn't realize. She thought it was ours and we just put it way behind. But then she was about to hand it to us and we were confused, like, that's not ours. And then the guy finally said something. He was like, oh yeah, no, that's mine. Like, you could have said something before she scanned it, first of all. For his stuff, she voided the entry, but she kind of seemed like not with it. I was afraid that maybe she wasn't paying attention. So we just completed the transaction, but then I got home and I went through and counted every single thing on my own and then added tax, and it should have been less than what's on the receipt. So I'm mad because I'm pretty sure I paid more than I needed to, because like I said, she voided the entries of the items that were not ours, but I feel like she was kind of confused by that. I don't know what it was. Maybe like it didn't compensate for the tax, possibly, is my concern. But either way, I'm mad. Even so, the difference is only like $5, which isn't that much, but I'm mad because it's $5 more than I should have spent. So I'm mad about that. But otherwise, the expenses are fine. But yeah, there's our expenses. Hopefully, maybe for future months, I don't go as far over budget for eating, my goodness. But yeah, for future months, I'm definitely going to have a better system for my sinking funds. Now let's go on to August. I am very excited because now it won't just be me having an income. Both my husband and I will have an income that we can combine. We're going to be paid every 2 weeks, so I have to adjust to that. So when we receive it, it'll be a bigger amount. But even if we were paid weekly, it's a lot more than the income I had for Instacart. So it's a bit of a shock to have such a sudden change in income. But again, it's split between two people and it's spread out over the course of a month. But for a typical month, with our combined income for an average work week, for an average amount of hours per week, my estimation is that we'd be earning around maybe $3,200 per month before taxes. But again, just an estimation. I need to get more clear details before knowing for certain. But even though, yeah, we're going to be having that much of an increase, we are both very adamant about putting in a conscious effort to not become susceptible to lifestyle inflation. Even though we'll be earning a lot more, I still want to try to only spend around the same as we have been. I want to budget it to keep our spending limits within $1,500 this month. So I'm still not spending that much on gas. So I'll put about 70, and then loans are normal. I know we didn't spend that much on groceries this past month, but I feel like I should still give myself a buffer for groceries. And then I didn't realize how much we'd be eating out this month, but it's kind of looking like that'll be our new schedule, at least in the meantime, until we get a consistent like supply of groceries. This seems to be consistent for miscellaneous, around 150. And I am changing my system. This 200 is not what I plan on putting into my sinking funds, but more what I'm allowing us to spend. From this past month, this JCPenney trip, I didn't mention, so we spent around $200 at JCPenney, which seems like a lot, but every single item we got was actually on a sale. Some of them really big sales, a really big discount. The cashier was amazed. She said that the total worth of our transaction, if everything was retail price, would have been $700. But because every single item we had was discounted, we got all of those items for $200. So we saved $500 by getting the stuff at the discounts that they were, which is amazing. But so we saved a lot just by getting stuff on discount, but even so, 200 was kind of unexpected. But in the future, I'm going to try to pay it back with sinking funds gradually. Anytime I put stuff into our clothing envelope, I'm going to try to eventually pay it back to my account, so it's as if the money came from the clothes fund initially. But that is our budget for August. We'll see how that goes. We've finally gotten to a place where we've kind of fully recovered from the expenses of the wedding. But now with the change of job and the change of income, I think now we're about to be in a place where we've adjusted to a more stable input and output of income versus expenses. So yeah, we have more of a routine now. But that is it for this video. We compared how much we spent in July to what we had planned and set our budget for August. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe to stay updated as I go throughout this journey. If you have any questions or suggestions, comment down below. This has been Traversatile. Farewell. Let's do this now. Gotten to hello, as if we're only spending to keep our boundaries, to keep our limits within from I think I should learn how to talk. That's what I think.